Good morning, everyone. I just put my Tasha Cobb music on. It's always motivate me when I do my editing. I love listening to spiritual sound. So Tasha Cobb is one of my favorites. This is one of the pictures that I shot with the Pro on last weekend. I had a really great time. I love, but I'm going to show y'all my editing process, how I get my picture done. In camera, I shot this black and white in camera. Do any editing of my picture, I take a good look at it and see what I wanted to, how I wanted to edit it. Okay, one thing is I have this, I think it's a birdhouse in the picture, and also this tree right here. I don't like those two items that's in my picture because for me it takes away this young lady in the picture. And also on this part here is part of the pier, the bridge, I guess the pier or the bridge behind it. So I'm going to crop that out as well. And I'm also going to do a little bit of dodging and burning for my brick and stuff here. Here is on lock. I do unlock, do a duplicate layer, and I'll put working layer. I type in working sample, and I click OK. Because that's right here is showing us my working sample. Now, I'm not messing with the original layer, so I have a copy of it that I can work in. Circle it in the area that I want out. Okay, and I'll try to get it as close as I can. As you see, as you move the patch tool, make sure if you look right up in here, you see the line, that's that line. So when you're doing it, make sure everything is matched. So if I go up here, if I take it off, boom, there we have that. So we don't want that. So go undo, delete, patch. So I know that's my line, right? So line it back up, and that looked good right there. Took out the pole, so I go select, deselect. Now if you see my horizon, everything look the same, and the tree house is gone. So next, I wanted to take this tree out. Okay, so I do the same thing with my patch tool. Circle it, go around, take it out. Because it's more closer to my right, so I'm going to move it over just a little, making sure, like I said, with my horizon, make sure you look at your horizon as you're moving everything over. There goes the end of my tree, but I want to take that tree out and bring my horizon down just right there. Bam, it's there. Then I hit select, deselect, bam. Now the tree house is going and the tree is going. Right. I like to look at my level. So I will go to image, adjust, and I go and look at my level. Obviously everything is good, but I like everything just to be a little darker. So here I'll bring this, darken it just a little bit. So click on that, and I would just move it maybe 3 notch. Click OK. For me, it's darken the picture a little bit good. And also, once I do my level, I always go back to image, adjustment, and I go to curve. For some reason, I love messing with curves. So I look at my curves levels. There's my darkened part. There's my white part. Everything is blend good, but still I wanted the tree to be just a little darkened some more. So I'll go up in here, right where this point is at, and I'll bring it down. As you can see, it's darkening, and I'll look at it. Boom, I got my tree where I wanted, but in the process, it's kind of darkened up in here, which I don't want that dark too much. So if you look right up in here, these are the highlights right there. Where the grass and stuff is at. So, but I'll bring that up just a little tab. Not too much, but just a little, okay? That's good for me. As I look at it, my tree is dark, but we know she's in a wooded area, so you don't want to take the trees out too much. So I still got my tree dark, and here. It's part of a fireplace, it's the brick. And I want that brick to be just a little darkened in the picture, and also want to darken my trees and stuff some more. And the chair that she's sitting in, I want to darken that some more as well, and some of the little bushes and everything. So what I normally do, I go to my burn tool. So now you can see me darkening the chair that she's sitting in the pot. Always want to do that because I want to bring that out as well. So I click on it. I always use a smaller brush because the area that I want to touch, all right? So once again, I'm just darkening just this certain part of the chair. I'm not trying to take away from the chair, but I'm using the dark part of the chair because that's what I want. I want the dark part, okay? I'm going to increase my brush, but I'm going to put my hardness at 0, okay? But I'm going to increase my brush, maybe, because I want a bigger brush, because I wanted to cover a lot of areas, as you can see right here, covered in it. And like I said, I go and dodge some of the trees, make the tree just a little darker, and bring in here, make my grass a little darker as well. Okay, darken that just a little bit more. That I love. Go to File, I'll hit Save As, and this is a picture I love save, so I'll just put a number by it and save it into the photo that I was working on. Take it out of Photoshop, and I'll save it as a JPEG so I can print it out. Hit Save. It's at max quality. I want a large file because I want everything that I save to be just right, the same way. And I click OK. Boom. That is my editing process on this picture. Once again, here we go to the before picture, and here we go to the finished product. Okay, and that is the way how I edit my workflow. Thank y'all for watching.